Okay. Who's ready for this? Time to show that Gonarch who's boss. By dying 13. I should have been keeping a death counter this whole time. The moment I went to hard, I should have been keeping a death counter. I gotta remember what the hell I was doing. Hello, Console Hot. Hello, Durg. Hello, Dolph Tyron. Wait. Oh, God. No! No! And we're drowning. Okay. It's okay. I can make this work. Nobody panic. Kai Vurul Valem. Grab me, god dang it. Hello, Inosians. I didn't even get them all.
Ammunition depleted.
I mean, I don't like Dark Soulsy stuff, but no, it's totally a negative. Not because of the boss, but because of the geometry. Good evening, JP. By the way, I do believe that is the second time ever that I've asked you guys, you know, basically that I have talked you guys down from a negative. Because that never happens. Usually it's like, I want to give a negative, and so you guys are like, no! No, you can't! We won't let you! And there's crying, and struggling, and screaming, in all caps. This one time, I was like, guys, I don't think this is a full negative. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, but you're a lich. You literally live on negative energy. It doesn't really count the same way, you know? I mean, they call it the negative energy plane for a reason, am I right? One of these days, I'll be completely good. Hey guys, are you excited for Warcraft 3 Reforged that doesn't release for like 8 hours? Goddamn game. 9 hours. No, 8 hours. I'm right. 8 hours from now. Freaking thing. Yeah, that's why we're not playing it till tomorrow, by the way. And I'm kind of taking my time, because I basically have all day to finish Zen. And the only other thing I do is actually rest and recoup, and that'd be insane, especially since I was up late last night and barely woke up in time for stream. I need to have a chat with Low Reloaded about that, because holy crap. Anyways, good morning, End. Good morning, Melkor. Good morning, Blackfile. Good morning, Dream Whisperer. Release the river? Ah! I didn't mean it literally. Oh, jeez. This is a death. This is a death. Yep. I wonder what achievement I just got. What achievement did I just get? Get overtaken. Oh, get killed by a head crab. Oh god, I can't back up anymore. Well, I just killed myself. Wait, no, I can kind of get further up here by glitching out the geometry. No!
Minor lacerations detected.
Is it done burning? Where's the others? Oh, they're over there. Yeah, I don't know if I want to fight Ridley on hard. And he one-shots. And he one-shots you. And he one-shots you. Okay, so... Oh, goddammit, there's one more. I was about to say, I had exactly enough bullets for how many head crabs there were. Okay, so... Oh my god, you kidding me with this? Bag off. Bag off. Bag off! Or kill me instantly. That's also cool. Yeah, the drill sergeant's great.
Minor lacerations detected.
But not as great as Terra Shield. Oh! Thank you very much, Terra Shield. Very much appreciate it, as always. And, if you'll give me a moment, because I don't have the document up, because it's been an interesting morning, I will put that towards Terranigma. But why are there suddenly living crabs? There weren't earlier. I saved after I killed them all. And they just came back to life. Whatever. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Don't think about the giant shark that's gonna kill you. I can't wait for the second one. Okay, he didn't get us. Hey, look, an energy thing, which we really, really need. That's true. It could be worse than a giant shark. Hey, look, a bunch of missiles. That's probably not indicative of anything. Oh, tell me about it, Regibrog. If these things weren't here, forget about it. Here's a Luke. Hello, Gunark. Well, no music's playing, so... Yeah, we're not up to the actual boss fight yet. We're probably pretty close, though, at this point. And okay, I'm hurrying. Jeez, there's no need to be in such a rush.
Major lacerations detected. Automatic medical systems engaged. Morphine administered. Power 25%.
This is the boss area. Look at it. This is the boss area. And we're dead. Damn it! Oh, man, she's got hella tracking. Oh, god dang it. She didn't do what she did last time. Jesus.
Vital signs critical.
God damn it. Kill going for the health. There's going to be a lot of deaths here. I'm just going to let you guys know. Yeah, I hope you enjoy about 4 seconds of this song, guys. I'm weirded out how slow the load times are. Whoop. I don't know what to do about that attack. She is so fast that I can't dash out of the way before she hits me. I'm gonna have to think about that. Like, there's got to be some way to get away from her. Like, the charge is relatively easy to dodge, even though it's faster, because she doesn't track when she does that. See? Shouldn't have taken that shot. Yeah, there's still some columns here for her to throw at us, but there's no obnoxious terrain, at least. God, she's fast. Damn. Really, Zero Gear? That's interesting. Next time I load, someone do me a favor and type left in chat. God, I got eaten to death by head crabs. Not a lot I can do about that. Oh, she went the other way. Jesus. Near as I could tell, her attacks are purely random and don't have anything to do with distance, just like last time. It means you should take a drink now, JP. Thank God they warped in another health thing. Right after that, I killed myself. Jesus! Alright, I've done 2 double dashes in a row. Where's she at? Immediately behind me. Yeah, they're just like teleporting stuff in. See? Like that. And I just got killed by physics. I really wish physics didn't do damage in this game. I get why, but that has led to many unintentional buggy deaths. Like that one. Yeah, we're dead. That's true, Zero Gear. I could go back to homing. If nothing else, to make sure I don't have any misses. Recoil, no reaction whatsoever to being shot. Just, hey! And then death. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I just mute myself. No, the dash is pretty much purely horizontal. In fact, there's no real way to even dash in an upward angle. That's what I thought. I've had a suspicion for a bit now, and that pretty much confirms it. So, the way her AI is working is once she's committed to an attack, she has to finish it before she can do anything else. So if she decides to melee me, that's why she just stomp, 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 and just chases me, and chases me, and chases me, until she finally gets to do her swing animation. Until she does the swing, she'll just keep chasing me infinitely. No, Spicy Blue Milk. This is completely new. Good morning, Okona. And good morning, Shikor. And Spicy Blue Milk. And Senior Frosty. So she's going to be like, I need to swing at you. And then she does, and then she immediately stops. What the hell was that? Blow this out while we're here. Good morning, Richard Robin. I'm dead again. Yeah, she is so much ludicrously faster than me. I could basically barely keep up if I dash, sprint dash, which I can only do 3 times before I run out of fuel, so to speak. God damn it. And sometimes she will immediately follow up a melee attack with another melee attack, like she just did. It must have had a health bar or anything, really. Any indicator whatsoever if I'm doing anything to this thing. Yeah, the Matador thing only really helps when she does the charge. In fact, I've been doing that every single time she charges, but that is substantially harder to dodge. And killed by collision. That's great. Oh my god. Not sure what actually killed me there. Yeah, dodging that melee attack is just an insane thing to do. It's possible. I've done it a few times. But I have to already be ready to dodge when the hit comes like that. The best part is I can't just sit in front of her waiting for it, because that'll get me killed by her other attacks. Like, I'm about to die to the head crabs. There's already an irritating fight. Do we not have to have the frickin' head crabs? No, this is not the last boss. I mean, if you have any suggestions, by all means, Zero Gear. Hand the controller to you if you want to do it. I'm sorry. I'm getting irritable. I'm not irritable at you. I'm irritable at the game. Don't mind me. It's hard not to be irritable when you reload and 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 reload. And I feel like any skill I may or may not have here doesn't matter. I feel like this is more based on luck than anything else, on what attack she happens to use at any given point in time. There's definitely an RNG element to her attacks, though. I've been paying attention to that. And there's definitely some attacks I prefer over other attacks. There we go. And over here. And again, missed that one. Another one, and I'm dead. I'm reminded of the Pro Jared quote. You know, it's not fun dying all the time. Although some Dark Souls players would disagree with me on that. Damn it. I bet money if any dev of this was watching, they'd be like, why don't you just do incredibly easy strat here? Why is he having so many issues with the game? What's wrong with this guy? I'd bet money. Say, you're probably wondering why I haven't saved yet. It's because I'm at 1 health. That's why. Looks like I hit phase 2, though. That'll save. And then immediately get shot and then killed, but that's okay. Oh yeah, we're still on hard. We're totally still on hard. We actually are. I don't know why I'm saying that like I'm joking. We are in fact still on hard difficulty. I think that's it. I think that's the trigger. Yep. Phase 2. I need that refill right now. I'm out of ammo on all my big guns, and I'm trying to figure out what to use on this guy at this point. Yeah, don't know if you noticed, but her behind legs are broken now. That's why she's not moving around anymore. And she's just constantly spitting instead. Oh my gosh. Fell badly as well, Roger Brock. Yeah, never mind the literally, oh jeez, dozens of missiles I've fed into her. You'll notice her armor's starting to break too. For the first time, that's actually a visible component. So, part of the problem here is that she's got, those globs she shoots can be caught by the rocket, which is what's killed me several times, actually. I shoot at her, it hits the glob, it explodes too close to me, I kill myself. I'm trying to lowball my shots a little bit. Hearts, this would be called a DM. I don't think that one even hit her. Freaking finally. That's probably true, Zero Gear. Because, yeah, I actually tried to do that on purpose a few times. Just like Gold Tech. Aw, it's just a bug one. Just making sure. Okay, thank you very much, Gold Tech. Thank you very, very much for 2 years. Welcome to the 2-year club, Gold Tech. And thank you for supporting me for 2 years. You're amazing, sir. I'll go ahead and jot that down towards Bioshock. So it's 2 years, so... Whoop. Yes, now for the actual boss. No, I'm kidding. I hope. Although, there is still the Nihilith coming up, guys. So there is actually another boss in this game. I'm not looking forward to him on hard. And of course the loading screen is going to kill the music. For good or for bad. I mean, she was trying to kill me, dude. Yeah, no, that is definitely Nihilith's lair. I mean, yeah, it's that whole, you know, self-defense argument. I'm pretty sure we're going to the factory next. Call it a weird hunch. This is, in fact, a fan game remake of Half-Life 1, and... yeah, I'll take a reload, refill here. I mean, if we want to get into the sticks, yeah, we could absolutely argue that genociding all head crabs would be a good thing. It's like genociding all xenomorphs. Like, at that point, it's kind of acceptable. You know? But it's genocide. Yeah, but no, but they're xenomorphs. Oh.
15%.
And I apologize again for getting irritable, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, sure. Like, God, I hate the crossbow sometimes. You kind of get stuck in the reload animation of the crossbow, and that's what happened to me. And I'm like, all right, hello, hello, and then I got killed. It's my own fault. I should have switched weapons. Let's actually reload this time. Okay. It's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. Dude, I'm not gonna hurt you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. For real. Like, I'm a lot more sympathetic towards the Vortigons than I am the scientists. And yeah, actually, I do like that, Zero Gear. It's actually a cool thing they added to Zen. If memory serves, in the original one, we just came across caches from, like, previous expeditions. Having them literally port stuff to us as they're tracking us is a really cool concept. And it helps keep them involved in the story, and helps keep them supporting us, which has kind of always been the Half-Life thing, right? Like, Gordon Freeman is nothing in a vacuum. It's okay, not gonna hurt you, not gonna hurt you. It's okay, dude. No, like, it's totally the scientist. It's a little capsule with health and ammunition, and it shoots out flares just to make sure you can see it. No, that is a supply thing. Also makes me think they've been doing that before now, too. Like in previous expeditions, that they already had this procedure set up, you know? Okay. So I guess I have no place to go but y'all. Oh, it's just a refill cage. Okay. So yeah, that just leaves this, which, sure. Hey Rax, I killed the Gonarch. It took 700 deaths, but I did it. Oh, it doesn't work like a ladder. Honestly, I'm probably not exaggerating on the death thing. That was just death, 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 progress, death, death, death. Death, death, death. I'll be honest, I am leaning towards giving 2 positives overall to Zen. The problem is, one of them is on the gameplay axis and one of them is on the story axis. I'll debate further. In fact, I think I've penciled those in. Let me double check. Zen. Yep. I've already penciled those both in. And we've already given the Gonarch a negative. Or, more accurately, we've given the level design geometry thing a negative. What? No. No, whatever. Nope. Hit. Oh god, you're right, Plutonia. It's almost like they've actually had a chance to eat properly. almost like how crude their tech is overall. Oh yeah, the Vortigaunts are enslaved by the Zenians? I might be misusing my pronouns, but there is a group led by the Nihilunth, which includes the Grunts and the Mind Controllers. And as a whole, the entire group of them are fleeing from the Combine. Now, there's actually more to it than that, but this isn't a lore run. What are you talking about? Sure we don't miss anything, y'all. Vortigese fatigued. Vortigese irritated. Oh. Thank you. Thank you.
Galanga del Gojala. Plate. Galalanga.
Kashi. Yeah, no, this is some honestly pretty good visual storytelling here. I mean, I'd say there's no dialogue spoken, but you know what I mean. This place looks dilapidated, too. Not dilapidated, just ill-kept? I don't know what word I want to use there. Oh, I love it, Uthor. Are you kidding me? Think about it. It's continuity! What's not to like? No, I have not. And, in fact, we plan to someday when they finally release Prime 1, 2, and 3 in a reasonable format. Okay, sure. I give up. I cannot handle Adora, guys. It's too much for me. It's also a good breather section after the frickin' Gonarch fights. You missed. But thanks. Appreciate it. Science dudes. There's the controllers. Speaking of which. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. It's a lot harder on me than I should. Yep, no, probably shouldn't have done that. No, Senior Frosty. That qualifies as a negative. Whoa! That's why it's doing so much damage. Because it's physics damage! They know! Give me a lot of this ammo. Okay. You're welcome. Oh god, that would be horrifying to go to. That'd just be instant death is what that would be. Hey Adam. I don't know much about behind the scenes, no. Like, I followed the original mod back in, like, 2005 or whatever that was. And then I stopped following it, because that was a long time ago. Credit for them for finishing the project, too. Someday, hopefully, we'll even finish the Lord Walker Theater in a similar fashion. If only Huthor would do more lines for the theater. Alas. Hello, Prika. Excuse me. So they blew up the teleporter on their way through. Yep, yeah, I guess Gordon Freeman's stuck forever. Actually, legitimately not sure what the game expects of me at this point, though. I'll power it with my soul! Or there could be an elevator. Oh god, really, Dakota? Is that a Gargantua? That is totally a Gargantua. Hey, good senator. Had a bit of irritation with the Gonarch again, but we're doing better now. Of course, I immediately fail a jump as soon as I say that. I was just thinking, you know, I should probably sprint for this jump. Yeah, I'll make it. It'll be fine. I don't need to try. We're not even the last level yet, although I guess technically this would qualify as the last level since we're up to the factory. So, you know, at least the aliens have an excuse for not being OSHA compliant. Just saying. Sludge, water. Woo. can't wait to fight another Gargantua, except it doesn't take any damage from anything, so we'll see how that works out. What am I hearing? A Gargantua. Just hanging out over there. Mind me. Please don't mind me. What did I ever do to you? Oh, he's still coming. Got another one? Third one? Nope. Oh my god. Sorry. I actually jumped, but apparently I took too long to do the dash, so... Death. Whoops. I have to kill all the Gargantua on the planet. No! And by the way, so someone asked, I think the only Metroid game I've reviewed is the Samus Returns remake. I really liked, consequently. Probably the biggest flaw of it was the fact that it was on the 3DS. Why are there so many of these things? Not what That's death. Yeah. The 3DS, yeah, it relies on you using the analog, which is the 3DS analog is not good, to put it simply. I like how there's barnacles in a section where you're running for your life, by the way. No, Mind me. Nope, not that way. Probably up, or, and I'm dead. I'm dead, I accept. Hi, Pillipali. Pally. Hi. Oh god, if Sprint used energy, this would be a massive negative, absolutely. Not only have I considered that end, I absolutely plan to do that. When... You're not gonna... Okay, sure, we'll do this then. One of the things, probably the only thing, that is actually still on the books, so to speak, from older runs, is the Metroid Pseudo-Lore run. And we will be playing a M2R when we get there. Honestly, yeah, I was just waiting for them to, like, fly or jump or whatever over. You notice I waited a second, like... Okay. Good morning, Shadow Machine. Oh, that was actually pretty fun. What? They fly now? They fly now. I think whatever you think of that movie, that's a good line. We know you're there. That is the review score. We give a plus for anything that's good, and a negative for anything that's bad. The general idea is that a positive is something that is a significant improvement to the enjoyment of the game, and a negative is something that's a significant detriment to the enjoyment of a game. Also look at the concept of aggregates, somewhat more recently. And yes, there's a document that lists all of the specifics, because I type it all out nowadays. Didn't used to. Then people are like, why don't you type it all out? And I'm like, I didn't think anyone cared. And I didn't. And people kept asking me, so now I type it all out. Oh, I hate that rabbit. Whose name is Freeman. I can't do the voice. Oh, I hate that Freeman. See, I can't do it. It's like a particular brand of squeezing your vocal cords while talking. It's just straining, you know? Then Freeman gave up and went home. Sorry, guys, I can't do it. C'est impossible. Oh, I didn't even see that this pipe didn't have a... I mean, in Dathomir, I could kill myself a lot easier and quicker, Hoodlor, I'm just saying. Just jump off a cliff. You know, one thing, and I know that some of you are going to massively disagree with me on this, but I like that we actually can tell what the hell the Nihilith is saying. Whereas in the first game, it was not very clear. Yeah, in Zen, who knows? You could probably fall and die of starvation. Or dehydration, I guess, but you get the idea. And, that doesn't sound very pleasant to me, you know? Yeah, exactly, Plutonium. Here it's more clear, and we have captions.
Power 60%. Power 75%.
Did you catch that? Oh, that's great. That's great. Alarm was going off, and the guy runs over, is like, nope, and then goes back to work. This Vortigaunt thing keeps up. I'm gonna have to add another story positive. That would be terrible. Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever this time. No, hey, should we help him? No, it was just... Boop. Factory looks a bit different, which is good, because honestly, I kind of hated the factory in the first game. Probably my second least favorite part of the first game. Maybe first, I don't know, I'd have to think about that. Yeah, ditto, Retro Brock. That wouldn't surprise me, Zero Gear. Oh god, I am too, Dakota. Damn it! Let's fill out this extremely easy jump 3 times in a row here. You like plug puzzles? Because I love plug puzzles. Oh yeah, no, they're totally going to try and strogify us. I was going for a sneeze and I did a yawn. The music's all new. It's new stuff. They've had this kind of theme when it comes to Zen, with the whole the woman singing in the background. As kind of a, I'd say a leitmotif, but that's actually inaccurate. Oh god, this is an exploding barrel, isn't it? Don't worry, I won't blow it up next to you. Or Corporal Kane. Hey, you know what? Hell with it. I suppose I should add that to the UI before I move any forward. Boop. I don't think so. Nothing this way. Look, the scientists can go to hell, but these Vortigons, they're so cuddly and lovable, and also enslaved. I do have to admit I've got some sympathy on that line. I mean, what did the science ever do to help me? Don't answer that question. And yeah, Tony Todd kind of helps. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. You'll notice I haven't even tried to kill a Vortigaunt, and I'm not going to. It would also be extremely stupid from an in-character perspective to try and kill the things that are actively helping me in a hostile territory. That's not going to stretch, is it? Don't mind me. Just trying to figure this out. Hello, killing you. How are the things? Never mind, it'll totally stretch. Okay. But what kind of pizza? Hello, Wiseman. Wait, I already said hi to you. No hellos for you, Wiseman. Actually, I know a few people who do prefer the new version of the FF4 music. I am not one of them, for record. I vastly prefer the SNES soundtrack. I didn't even give any pluses to music for FF4DS. Sorry. Definitely not one of my favorite songs of all time.
Welcome. Pay close attention. Hopefully you'll learn something.
Certainly not in the range of Vigilant. You have not... No, you have not been banned, Vigilant. I'm wondering if I can actually at you. Hang on. Let's find out. Vigilant. It doesn't show you in chat at all, Vigilant. You're not in the chat channel right now. So I'm guessing Twitch is screwing up or something. Either way, thank you very much for the donation, as always, sir. Much appreciate. And I will put that towards not playing Empire War. No, I couldn't come up with anything funny. Sorry. Okay, so... Don't mind me. Don't mind me. But yeah, this is literally flesh. And this is stuff baked into flesh. Which makes me wonder what the hell this thing was originally that they had to build a factory into it. And crudely staple it to it. I guess staple is probably not the right word, but you know what I mean. No? Okay, one more try. Just make sure. No? Okay. No, we're cool. Me and the Vortigons were tight. Hey, yo. What's up, man? See, we're tight. Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Well, I'm currently stuck in a puzzle, because I'm incredibly stupid. I tried doing that because it was, you know, duh, and that was not the right call. Let's see what... Oh, here we go. Of course, it needed a green plug, of course. It's electrified. I didn't see that last time. Okay. I don't really know what that accomplished, but I did it. Yay. Hope I'm not going to cost anybody their jobs. That would be kind of horrible. Oh, wait, they're slaves. I actually hope I cost them their jobs. Oh, yeah. let's rewind time here for a second. There, guys, don't worry. Now you get to keep your job. Wait. There's no good answer here, is there? I just need to kill the Nihilith and then the Combine and then half the universe and everything will be fine. You know the universe is bad when killing half of it is the solution. Now I know what Thanos felt. There's Vigilant. No, the 40k verse needs all of it to be snapped. The whole thing. Are they growing? I mean, it's a factory, so... growing something, right? That's crazy. No one would ever force slaves to actually make the thing that's enslaving them. That would be unnecessarily pointless and cruel. There. I don't think this is actually Tony Todd. I could be wrong. I mean, if anyone wants to look it up, feel free. He was in episode 2. I know that. Yeah, the gravity gun would make this simple. Okay. Gilfa gowana Gilfa. Abaduaba Gilfa. I'm out of ideas. Anybody? Knowing me, it's probably something incredibly obvious and simple I'm staring right at. Oh yeah, I can disconnect him and reconnect him at will. Or no, I can't. It's stuck. Never mind. Yeah, won't let me. So that does mean we don't need to use the plugs, because otherwise we would have just soft locked. Oh god, you're right. I'm gonna have to re-implement the Kashi emote. For lack of any other ideas. I didn't want to do this because this looked like a one-way trip. Still looks like a one-way trip. Ew. But it is the correct one-way trip. Okay. Those are. Hey guys. How are things? You're breaking your own factory to kill me, right? Like, I haven't damaged your factory. Just point it out. Making a point. Okay. Safe. Yeah, let's get a safe save in before we do this. Okay. No. There we go. Zen Busters? I would totally watch that show. It's like Mythbusters, but for Zen. Today, we dispel the myth that the free man is in fact a super incredible death machine. Observe here hidden footage of his many, many deaths as he tried to kill the Gunark. But didn't he eventually kill the Gunark? Shut up. Yeah, the mind controllers appear to be the ones in charge. Well, the ones... They're the overlords, to use the StarCraft term. Excuse me.
Automatic medical systems engaged. Morphine.
I have one bullet left. Just goes back up here. I am not going through KOTOR 2, no. And I am not using any mods for KOTOR 2 when we do get there, no. Yeah, KOTOR 2 is actually already on the list for future funding, or future whatever. Well, if I need a functionality patch, I need a functionality patch, which would be a negative, of course. We'll see. Last time I got KOTOR 1 running just fine, but that was several years ago. My setup's changed a little bit since then. Okay, I've got to have just missed it down here. I did. It's right there.
Mission completed.
Oh, this is a health and energy refill. Nice. Kind of suspicious that it's right there, but, you know, whatever. Yet another of the, like, 50 reasons to not pick up Windows 10 for me. I have so many reasons not to pick up Windows 10. Hey, guys. Mondays, am I right? I do, in fact, plan on staying on Windows 7. I have no perceivable reason to change for, like, the next, say, decade or so. Oh god, you're right, Zero Gear. That's really messed up when you say it that way. Remind me brain things. Crap. Nothing to see here. And we're out of ammo. I am low on all of my good ranged ammo. This is going to be fun. Oh, thank God. What do you got for me? Missiles and... No kidding, Zillow. I don't think anybody wants to see the many that close. No. Yep, there's the factory core, where they're making the grunts. We have a lot of tracking devices in us, Adam. And they've been tracking the border world for some time, so they have a decent idea of where it is, and a very good idea of where we are. Yeah, Zen is one of the more obvious examples in video gaming of cut content. I mean, there's a lot of examples of that, but Zen is a really obvious example of it. It's okay, Cord. I don't expect nothing of you. Figure out your own stuff. That's higher priority. Explodium. I don't know what's in these. I mean, who wouldn't be a Metroid Prime fan? Standard example of Zelda and cut content? Wind Waker. Easy answer. Even the HD version didn't fix that. Did I answer your question earlier? So there's where they're mass producing the weapons. Yeah, the money... I love the concept of the many, but much of the reason I can endure System Shock 2 is because it has crappy graphics. To be blunt. So, most disappointing dish of foods. The audio horror is wonderful in System Shock 2. My goodness. I think it's better features, in my opinion. Most disappointing dish. So I like barbecue, right? But the thing is, I only recently, relatively recently, discovered that I like barbecue. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this Korean barbecue thing. That's got to be good, right? Yeah, I don't know how to reach it. I don't see any way to jump up another step. So I tried Korean barbecue. Couldn't get past 2 bites. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. $20 down the drain, in addition to, you know, not liking the food. So there you go, there's my answer to you. Oh, it wasn't spicy, it was just awful. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It was terrible. To me, obviously. Yeah, my favorite type of barbecue isn't even ribs. I know, blasphemous. Hey, Permeus. Quick, what's the worst dish you can think of that you've actually had? No, I think it's just the type of flavor isn't my thing, Shadow Machine. I think that's really all it is. Well, hello there. Sorry, I had to. Oh, I also had okra once. That was terrible. Ugh. Okra. Actually, I got a better one for you. It just occurred to me. Once upon a time, I ordered Indian food. And I actually really like Indian food. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be wonderful, and I can't wait to eat it. And it was... I took a big bite into it and just right into a bone. And I was like, oh, God, what the hell? Okay, no problem. That ruined my appetite. I'll just come back to it in a few minutes when my appetite comes back. I swear it was about 50% bone. Like, overwhelming bone and no meat. I was not super happy. You're welcome, guys. I just killed a bunch of grunts. Honestly, these factories are extremely poorly designed in general, but, you know, let's not get into that. Okay, so, that's been dealt with. Ugh, Permeus. You know, from when I worked at Arby's, I only have one gross food story, and I'm actually not going to tell it to you. But I'm actually impressed. I've only ever had one gross food story the whole time I worked there. I deserve this death. Okay. Oh, I can just do that, I suppose. Oh no, I've only gotten food poisoning twice in my life. Both from restaurants. One from Red Robin and one from Outback. Let's switch this around. I know Console Hot loves the negativity, but let's try some positivity. What's the most surprisingly good dish you ever had? Only Bragon's eating my face, so... Bounce! Why did you have to say that, Zilloke? Why would you do that? Could be, Zero Gear. Hello, Lork and Mork. Sorry. Can't do the accent today. Damn it, Kay, what'd I tell you about being sick? Not allowed. What's wrong with sewer level, guys? I would say yes, Loner. In my honest opinion, this is almost better in every way. Almost. There's basically two things that make it worse. One is the fact that Paranoid Android is here. So that's awesome. Wait. Let me jot that one down real quick. And thank you very, very much, Paranoid Android. Very much appreciate the sub as always, sir. But yeah, the actual two things that are worse in this, debatably, are the lighting and the geometry issues. See the Gonarch fight. One bullet. It's okay. This one bullet's gonna save me, because I'll shoot myself in the head. It's the only way, guys. Let's get some air really quick. Just checking something. I'm not sure what I would call for my most surprising enjoyment. I remember the first time I had sushi. I was actually very young. That would have been... Gosh. Fourth grade. I was in fourth grade when I had sushi for the first time. And obviously I wasn't expecting it to be good. And what I did, what me and Mom did actually both, was we just sat down and was like, alright, one of everything, please. And we just tried it all to see what we liked. I also remember the first time I was introduced to good Indian. It's when Savacom showed up and gave me a sub, and I was like, oh, this is Indian food? This is incredible. Thank you very much, Savacom. Very much obliged the sub. And if it makes you feel any better, the odds of that happening before tax season over are pretty low. Yeah, the flashlight is actually arguably the real issue, but it's kind of a combined problem. At the time, Yellowtail, which is actually still a favorite of mine.
Ammunition depleted.
Oh god. There we go. So I'm running out of weapons that can shoot underwater at the moment. Whee! Empire Strikes Back reference. Oh god, grunts. That are apparently aware enough to be struggling against their bonds. That's cute. I enjoyed being made there, guys. Forced to exercise. Could be. Alright, move so that your muscles start being made. Just want to see some. Yeah, it's a kill. Oh yeah, and I suppose I kind of already hinted at this, but also, barbecue. So for the longest time, I associated barbecue with barbecue sauce. Now for the record, I don't like barbecue sauce, like generic barbecue sauce, you know what I mean? Like the kind of stuff you'll get on a, you know, a bad Sloppy Joe or whatever. I can't stand that stuff. It's too sweet and it's too blech for me. So, for the longest time, that was the flavor that I associated with barbecue. Many, many years later, I was actually in Kansas, which, for those of you not aware, is a bit of a barbecue capital in the States. Someone was like, hey, let's go get barbecue. I'm like, no! And they're like, no, trust me, you'll like it. I'm like, all right, fine. And we went to, it was actually a chain, Jack Stack, I think, or something like that, which some of you have probably actually heard of. And I was like, alright, I'll try it. Oh my god, this is actually good. This doesn't taste anything like barbecue. Yeah, exactly, Plutonia. Yeah, barbecue sauce was always just way too much sugar. Yet you say that, Kay, and yet I've tried anime before, so, you know, screw you. I do like how relatively combat light this is. The good pacing continues. I was actually thinking about it, Kay. I'm getting low on ammunition, so I might have to soon. Sorry, Plutonia. That's such a waste of ribs. I think I'm going to have to redo that jump. What the... I accept my death. I accept. I'm curious why people don't like this section. Like, I heard that in chat, like, just yesterday. Feel like, oh, this portion sucks worse than the first game. How? Like, I don't mean to be confrontational, but this has been fine so far.
Power 75%.
Did we get any other ammo out of that? No, not really. We got some missiles, so that's something. No, Kemek. None of the Zen healing stuff was in the original game. I'll say that section was fine. Let's see what it's like here. Akaivurul Valem. Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. You're right. The healing pools were in the original. I always forget about that. But the crystals weren't, and the beams weren't, I'm pretty sure. Although I'm not willing to say that with total certainty anymore. I don't think the beams were in the new one. Apparently there were, in fact, healing booths. So never mind, I am incredibly wrong. I really don't remember that in the first one. Alright, whatever. Well, I'm still building out the vocabulary, but the structure of the game, structure of the language is completely done. So, I have the format necessary to fill out the vocabulary, I just haven't taken the time to do so. Because as usual, time is the issue. I'd buy it, Adam. How are you living through point-blank shotgun blasts? The whole reason I'm using the shotgun here. Hopping around like maniacs right now. See, that time I missed. So sure. I'll accept that. No, Laura doesn't like mind control. You know that. Laura doesn't like mind control. Wow, they can actually damage faster than it heals. That's actually funny. I was just curious. Of course I'm still on hard. Why wouldn't I be? Or that, sure. Damn. Brainwashing is actually worse than mind control, in my opinion. No, brainwashing is more insidious. Mind control doesn't actually exist in real life. And yeah, as Kay says, mind control is something you can cut the tether. Brainwashing just sticks with you. So, you know, that's fun. Same, Doc. Don't know if you can hear me, but thanks. I'm glad I didn't kill you. Which particular instance are you referring to, Roger Brock? Locutus? Ironically, that's neither. That's basically removing the mind from the equation. Remember, a Borg drone is fully cognizant while they are doing things, they just have no control. Yeah, that's body control. Oh my god, is this a crystal that charges my gun? Please tell me I fight something near these things. What do you know? Mind controllers. Hey, buddy! Oh, jeez. I was gonna get stuck. There's a lot of them coming, too. Should have known. Who the hell is shooting me? Didn't even see him. I'm not switching to Mac. That would be suicide for my job. I also don't anticipate having to switch off of Windows 7 anytime in the next, like I said, decade or so. And we'll see what happens in the next decade. That's what got me. That would explain it. I'd say brainwashing. Although we don't actually know how indoctrination works. But for all intents and purposes, indoctrination is reprogramming. Like, actual reprogramming. Brainwashing is worse than that. Well, now we know where they get their biomass. I'm not going to stay in that room. That's okay with you guys. I'm wondering if those are failed cases, or they just send them in there after they die in general, or... There's all kind of options in the horrible spectrum here. I'm so sorry, okay. That looks like failed cases. Because they're just tossing them in like that. That's a lot. I wonder what their fail rate is. Jeez. And this is still not as bad as the Combine. I'd be astonished if it's only a few years, JP. Personally. So, conveyors, huh? I give up. And then Gordon died. The end. So here's my final thoughts. Okay. Or did I? Nope, I didn't want to get here. Dang it. I've already decided this is the worst chapter in the game. Let's get a refill. Come on. There you go. But okay. A little bigger than it used to be. I wonder if this is something they're producing. Is this waste byproduct? Is this the gelatinous stuff that they're using to spray flesh onto the grunts? Is this gross?
Automatic medical systems engaged. Morphine administered.
No, 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 no! I'm gonna die because I'm screwing up my weapons.
Are dropping. Warning. Vital signs critical. Emergency. User death imminent. Seek medical attention.
One health is plenty health, am I right? One health club, yo. Ah, that morphine. Oh, yeah. You know, actually, I think more Metroid-y concepts would actually be pretty cool in a Half-Life game. Call me a weirdo. Then again, I love Metroidvanias as a concept, so what the hell do I know? I can completely picture that, Valvatrix. Well, that answers that. 3D Metroidvanias are pretty damn rare. We've got the Metroid Primes. We've got the Dark Souls. And I'm sure there's another one. Someone stab a Unix for me really quick, please. Oh yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. There you go. Hey, what's up?
Long.
Actually, I could stab an undead plenty. There's still plenty of places to stab there. And all those pain receptors are still turned on, so... Castlevania 64. No comment. Listen, I wouldn't be evil if he wasn't referencing stupid people. Hey, Papaneeks, grats. Now get your cloak that you can currently get. Not the one you can't. Agreed, Wiseman. I was actually thinking about Hat in Time, but that feels more hub mission based. Like a Mario 64-y rather than Metroid-y. Why? Why? Why is this a thing? What practical purpose does this... Why is this on this ship? That's the 4th Galaxy Quest reference I've made this run. Starting to think it's on purpose. I don't remember Mega Man Legends, like, at all, so I can't really comment on it. Last time I played it was way back when it came out, and I haven't played it since, so... I just realized I'm an idiot. I have an entire factory playlist. Yes, I actually have a factory playlist. It's a really common feature in video games. I could have totally had playing this whole time. No, hang on. Let's just pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's see what works better, shall we? Where is it? Why would this be a negative? What are you talking about? Whatever. Good morning, Nira says. Good morning, Braglin. Actually, I was noticing that too, Gear. Part of the reason I brought up the music thing is actually the sound design, for once, is pretty good here. And we're dead. Nothing to see here. See? Nothing here. We're dead. Wasn't sure what to do with that one. Ah, crap. Already back here. Okay. That's what I'm guessing, Chemic, yeah. Must sterilize. I mean, it detected an aberration in the container, obviously. No kidding, Roger Brock. Nope, that's not the answer. That's not the answer either. Whoa! Okay. Physics! Right at the last second there. Dang it, that is harder to do than it looks. This is actually a pretty neat sequence. It's just, you know, the failure is instant death, which means it's memorization. Like, I'm with it story-wise. This is actually pretty cool. It is tense as hell. Like, imagine you're actually in this box, in this room, with a dozen things that can kill you instantly, and they can't actually see you're there. Okay, now what? Are we clean? Can we go? It really does. I mean, granted, it's not like he gives a damn about the grunts. They're literally manufactured troops. So, I mean, who cares, right? What's funny is I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they ended up doing, just tossing it out. After all that. I could get stuck. Oh my god, fine, die. Trying not to kill things, but you know what? Sure. Oh god, right next to it, friggin'. Take two. Sure. Why not? I'll just accept the death at this point since I can't seem to jump up this stupid thing. Oh my god. Damn it. Sorry, buddy. God damn it. Holy crap. They make troops. Dragon. These grunts that I'm fighting, that's what they make here. Move, Jesus. So yeah, that was a failed prospect there. Yeah, fighting through that was not happening on hard difficulty. Not when they can kill me in about 3 hits. In case you're wondering why I just decided to run through that. Yeah, I know, right, Wiseman? It's like, here's some super intense music. Why would I lower the difficulty, Ojunix? So strange. How could it possibly get worse? I'm polite. I'll wait my turn. That's what they get instead of sleep. Oh my god, that's probably actually true. This is what they get instead of sleep. Oh, I don't know, Adam. I'm not sure I can think of one off the top of my head. I mean, admittedly, I would love that in real life. Just... Okay, back to work. Not having to waste 8 hours of my life accomplishing nothing. Ugh. Hate sleep. Waste of everything. I don't mind being hungry. I can fix food on my own. There we go. All of those. I mean, I've already answered my question. There's something that's giving them a shield that I'm to destroy before I can attack them, and that's terrible. Good night, Adam. Enjoy the 5 minutes of energy shower. Oh no, this is a shocking twist of events. Just the one? Really? Okay. That mess earlier, I was expecting more of that. Anyways, the reason they're not attacking us is because they're slaves. They're not really the bad guys to begin with. Who's shooting me? Of course, they leave physics objects around so they can use them as a weapon, because we all know physics are the most powerful weapons in the game. I'm really not joking about that. Physics does so much damage. It's like a per frame thing, I think. That... whatever. Okay. Him. That would explain why there's so many of these energy things all over the place, though. It's for them to get their 5-minute nap. Seriously, I think I would rather have one of those things than a replicator. And I would really like a replicator. Replicators would solve the food problem, consequently. Make a no-sleep thingy. Yeah, but then I'd go insane. And possibly also die. Oh, Jesus. Let's not get into that, okay? Yeah, see... I have That's how progress works. I've invented a device that makes it so you don't have to sleep anymore. Fast forward 10 years. 20-hour workdays are now mandatory. I mean, like I said, functionally mandatory. Before I go further up. Yeah, by the way, guys, if I ever actually invented any amazing, wonderful device, no one would ever know about it. This is like the suddenly you can cast Cure Magic thing I've talked about a few times. If you suddenly can cast Cure Magic, you keep that to yourself. But why? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how bad it would be if you just suddenly revealed to the world that you could cast Cure or Esuna? Just those two spells. Yep. As I say, someone would try to kidnap me. It would probably go badly, and I'd probably die. The end. There's the cure magic gone. Oh well. That's ignoring if, you know... Like, imagine... God dang it. Basically living in ultra-security lockdown by one government or the other, whoever manages to properly claim you. Gross. Gross. Yeah, that's ignoring the fact that it would probably throw religion into question. And personal ethics, and I know what you're thinking, well, why don't you just use it but not tell anyone what you did? Well, that sets precedence. Like, someone earlier said, just be homeopathy. God, I can't say that stupid word. Thing, right? So, oh, guys, I drink seltzer water, and it cured this person. It's amazing. What you have now done is established a horrible precedence for people to drink the water thinking that it will cure them when it will not. Oh, Jesus, here we go. Oh, that was 75% of my health. I'm just gonna accept a death. Accept a death. Maybe? Maybe not. It's the Ultra Brain. Yeah, okay, now we're dead. There's also the fact that so you can cure people, which is extremely useful, but you have no way of actually defending yourself in any manner.
Fracture detected. Minor fracture detected. Warning.
Okay. Okay, so this way. Dodge the initial. Or don't dodge the initial, that's cool too. Hit that one. Hit that one. Hit that one. Kill. Done. Oh my god. Okay, this is an interesting situation. Okay. Did I soft lock? Am I dead? I mean, you know what I mean. And yeah, that's Best case scenario, you know, you're not kidnapped, you're not sealed in concrete, you're not made government property. Congratulations, your life is over. Oh, I see it. God, I did not see that. Yeah, it's all well and good to say, logically speaking, I can't cure everyone, but small comfort for the people who aren't being cured. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Oh, still gotta take out another one, it looks like. Oh, I see it. Oh, that wouldn't bother me. Yeah, I have the power to heal. Cool! Alright, what do I do with it? I'm very practical-minded like that. It's like, alright. What do I do with it? Alien grunt death. I want my missile back. Yeah, cancer, which isn't actually a disease, but whatever. Gone. AIDS, gone. Flu, as in the flu, gone. It depends on the circumstances, James Hogan. I can't answer that universally. Okay. Yellow fever, gone. Cancer is not a disease. A very minor point of irritation for me is when people say we need to cure cancer. It doesn't actually work that way. I say that's a minor irritation because the main problem isn't from people who say that, it's from cure cancer foundations. You know what I mean? Like how many charities and groups are like, we're gonna cure cancer, and it's like, but it doesn't work that way. You know? That's the one that irritates me, is when they try to do that. Now, preventing cancer, finding cancer, detecting cancer, sure, I'm all in favor of that. All of those things are valid and actual things you could put money and effort towards. Although I've noticed that's on the downswing lately. There's a lot less cure cancer charities. Yeah, by the way, I didn't kill any. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's also many different types of cancer, unfortunately, because, yeah, that's how that works. Oh, that's just mean. Oh, yeah. Yep, saw this coming. Sorry, guys. My bad. I'll just go and say, my B. I know, we need to be like those Bond supervillains who are like, we must cure humanity. Humanity is a disease, and it must be purged. FNAF, FNAF. Of course I won't be killed, because I'm better than that. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What we call the chain gun strat. Hold down the fire button and pray. We done? Nope, there's one more. Somewhere. Sure, Zillow, go for it. What's the trick with this one? Good to know. Bull crap. Oh, whatever.
Automatic medical systems engaged.
Oh, that's...
Administered.
I lived, whatever. I lived.
Signs critical.
So yeah, are we already done with the section people don't like? Because I like all of this pretty much, especially this section. This is even clever. The three little pseudo puzzles and mini bosses. It's just a Tuesday of Unix. Somewhere along the line, your mind stops processing and just says, okay. I'm serious. Because, yeah, somewhere along the line, the brain just goes, nope. I'm full, thank you. Here's where all the grunts are going. Lag! Whoa, you feel that lag. Can't even really tell what's happening because of the lag. Hang on, let's see if we can fix that. No, it's still laggy. Oh my god. Frame rate be gone. And now we're on the pile of rejects. That? Other than a jumping puzzle. I can't move. Sure. That's what we call the brute force method.
Major fracture.
Which is probably not what I was supposed to do. Honestly. Oh yeah, this is definitely a no plan for success scenario for Gordon. Whatever. I didn't realize being falsely accused of a crime was a horrible thing, James Horgan. Whatever. Oh, great. Thank you very much, Martin. Very much appreciate the sub as always, sir. Thank you. And I will put that towards Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, we've been playing for a bit. Lucky Gorilla. Okay. I think we got physics there. Yeah, no, we're getting physicsed by something. Not sure what. Or are we just low on health? Are we just low on health? Never mind, we have 5 health. I didn't even realize that. 8. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a death loop. This is gonna be a death loop. Hello, TMS Mushroom. What's up? I don't know how to do this. Damn it. Didn't even know that one was there. Gah. Yeah, 360 degree assault with no health pickups. This might be when we finally turn the difficulty down. Because this is just nuts. Yeah, what's our most recent save prior to this? Looks like here. Okay, we're gonna save down here. Sneak in another save there. Yeah, if this didn't have infinite glue on, this would be an absolute negative. Ow. You know what I mean. Infinite ammo. Whew. Of course there's grunts. Why wouldn't there be? And honestly. What is he? Okay, there's a heal thing there. Yeah, we're basically past the conveyor belts. Ice Frost. We just had a boss, kinda. Half-Life boss. Which trailer? TMS Mushroom, if you don't mind my asking. As I say, we're getting to the top of, you know, more, oh shoot, I can't remember the name of it. Ah, it doesn't matter. Oradur? Was that it? Orthanc? God, I don't remember. One of those towers. The one with the eye on top of it. Hey, Castor. God dang. Okay. Barad-dûr. I was right. Barad-dûr. Oh, there's the frame rate. There we go. We're back. We're back. Sneaking a save at this step here. I I sure hope so at this point, Tessie. We're not. Oh, Jesus! Really? Really want to keep these things safe, don't they? The actual method to reach the damn thing. Damn it! Oh, I didn't even look at him. Mushroom. I haven't even looked at it yet. Come on. There we go. This is a great song, too. I'm sorry I keep dying. If it was on easy, you'd probably be able to enjoy the music. I did. Damn. There's grinder ones in there, too. This is an original song. Whoa there, game. God damn it, there's like too much left. Two left. Come on. Come on. Oh god, yeah. It does not like this at all. There we go. We're good, we're good. Risk getting physics again. There we go. Okay. Got it. And move. Notice the floor underneath this is pure death too, by the way. Come on. Let's go. The floor is more or less literally lava. Lasers, I like it. Hi, buddies. So how you liking not having your shields, huh? Oh, I missed one. Well, shoot. Now I'm stuck. It's okay, they give us a refill here, too. One moment, I need to write something down. It's very important. Yeah, I honestly thought we'd be done by now, Dream Whisperer. Not that I'm complaining. However, given where we are, I'm like 90% certain we're only a few minutes away from Nyland. Unless they pull something. Remember, we've been seeing that tower, the big Mordor tower of Barad-dûr, the entire game. Ever since we got to Zen. And that's what we've been going up for a while now. Come on! Listen, you could die to the Combine or you could die to me. At this point, I'm not picky. I'm not gonna save because I'm really, really, really low on health right now. Death lasers up there. Maybe I'll save. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. Commit. Commit. Let's get off the road to Deathville here, shall we? Oh. Yeah, no kidding, Zero Gear. No kidding. It's funny, this whole thing has been a series of escalation. If the Marines hadn't come after me, they wouldn't be dead. And if they hadn't pushed me, I wouldn't have pushed them to the point where they got to, you know, total desperation and felt the need to escalate, and then led to more of them dying. And we see a similar thing happening here with the Zenians. Yeah, no kidding, Inosians. The G-Men's like, wow, okay. I think I can use that. So here's where they've been collecting stuff about us, apparently. Yeah. So there's scientist, a battery pack, a monitor, a pizza. It makes sense. They wouldn't know what pizza is, right? They wouldn't know what a photo is of a dog. Files of whatever. Notice there's no more flesh at this point, by the way. This is all, you know, rock. I sure hope I get some kind of refill before I have to fight the Nyland. This is Nyland's office. Or whatever. Could be our galaxy. Could be another one. I would actually kind of love it. Don't spoil, but I would love it if they actually did do some kind of hinting or showing of the Combine in Black Mesa, like they never could do in Half-Life 1, because the Combine weren't invented yet. My god, it just wouldn't be a game if we didn't have one last jumping puzzle. In this place. What is this, a Sith laboratory? Although you notice there's no servitors or anything really at this point. There's the tower we just came up. So, let's see what they did with the Nihilith fight, huh? What the? Why am I dropping frames on the stream all of a sudden? Has anyone else seen that? Did I lose connection? Hang on, let's do this. Does this improve it? Did not improve. Okay. I hate to do this in the middle of the big moment here, but let's just do a flush and see if that fixes anything. No, that's I don't know what that is. We'll figure this out. Yes, everything's perfect now, guys. I'll just talk out the rest of the things. So we go and we go, and he's like, it's the Nihilith messing with our minds. Come on. Come on. Why does it say establishing connection to server every time it loads? That always kind of irritates me a little bit. I mean, I know. It's like Slim Jim Reborn. Thank you very, very much, Slim Jim Reborn. Very much appreciated. Nope, it's still doing it. Alright, I have an idea. Much obliged the sub, sir. Thank you. And I will put that towards Arkham. Okay, so give me a moment. Because I'm pretty sure I'm capturing it here, and I'm right. So what we're going to do is we're going to capture it here instead and see if that improves it. I don't think this is an OpenGL game, but you never know. Apparently this is an OpenGL game. Who knew? Alright, whatever. So this is what this looks like. Nice quotes in the background there. That's the end of the game. Loading. Hope you enjoyed. Not for real though. Let's do this. Hello, Nyland. How are things? Of course, they sent us supplies. Thanks, guys. Oh, it looks like it is doing damage. No? No, it is. It's just... No, maybe it isn't. I can't even tell. It's like a truck, by the way. Of course, he's using the same energy shield generating thing that we've been using this whole time. Nice touch. Did I get another ammo resupply? That's a thing. Did he just throw a car at me? He totally just threw a car at me. The obvious choice would be the G-Man, but I don't know. I'm not doing any damage to this guy. Makes you wonder what's going on back on Earth at this moment, if they're just teleporting chunks of the building in. Like, here! Here! Faster than I was expecting. He's regenerating his shields or just rotating it. Oh, well. have to reload. I think I've wasted too much ammo before I realized you had to hit the damn crystals.
Major fracture detected.
Not sure, Ice Frost. Jesus. Okay. Gotta tell what I'm doing, let alone see right now.
Major fracture detected. Warning.
Jesus. Yeah, the Lord.
Major
He did say die now. I'm doing my best to acclimate to his desires. Oh no, I vastly prefer this version next time. The original was boring as hell. And frankly kind of finicky and dull. The words that rhyme with boring. I mean, you're kidding, right, Uthor? Anchor point. As I mentioned earlier, the Xenians, their tech is technically less advanced than ours, but also more advanced than ours. Because they can teleport easier and quicker so long as they have an anchor point. And that's their anchor point right there. Anchor maker, I guess I should be more clear about my terminology. Short, think about what the Combine could do if they could use this to start setting up anchor points wherever. God damn it. Oh yeah, Combine tech is garbage. The only advantage they have is they're more accustomed to multi-dimensional warping. That's it. And numbers, yeah. I guess you could say resources. God dang it. As usual, I can't tell if I'm actually doing anything to boss. We could have a changeling scenario on our hands. Hey, who girl? You know, we must control it because it's not us. Debatable, Kevin, honestly. God damn it, I'm never gonna finish this stupid boss. I'd like to call bull on the fact that that hit me. He pulled up the terrain around me. There we go. It didn't kill me, but kind of locked me in place there. This is the final boss, yes. Okay, dang it. He's actually reacting for once. Holy crap. Oh, jeez. And now it's not facing me. Of course it's not facing me. Why would it be facing me? That would mean I could actually kill the boss! No, Slim Jim. I'm sure all the Vortigons got out of there.
Gordon Freeman in the flesh. Or rather, in the hazard suit. I took the liberty of relieving you of your weapons. Most of them were government property. As for the suit, I think you've earned it. The border world, Zen, is in our control for the time being. Thanks to you. Quite the nasty piece of work you managed over there. I am impressed. That's why I'm here, Mr. Freeman. I have recommended your services to my employers, and they have authorized me to offer you a job. They agree with me that you have limitless potential.
I'm X?
You've proved yourself a decisive man, so I don't expect you'll have any trouble deciding what to do. If you're interested, just step into the portal and I will take that as a yes. Otherwise, well, I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning. Rather an anticlimax after what you've just survived.
So, save.
Time to choose.
So, we'll see the bad ending first. I don't have any guns.
Choose.
Other lore. He got rid of all my guns. Wait, I can use the hammer to break the glass.
Well, it looks like we won't be working together. No regrets, Mr. Freeman.
And we're dead. Hold up.
Wisely done, Mr. Freeman. I will see you up ahead.
In Half-Life 2. And that is Black Mesa. Good question, Epic Da Vinci. What's your best guess? Oh yes, he talks like that in the original too. Although the stylization here seems more modeled after his Half-Life 2 voice acting. I would say no, Epic Da Vinci, but then again, who knows, really? He is someone who can be stopped by the Vortigaunts, so there's that. Make of that what you will. Oh yeah, beat the game on hard, by the way. Truthful answer, Kay? Because I had time. Most people think I'm a scrub video gaming wise, and they're wrong. The reason I usually play on easy is because it's quicker. I would have beaten this game yesterday, halfway through yesterday, if I'd been playing on easy. So, by what is effectively a coincidence of schedule, because of the fact that Warcraft 3 Reforged was pushed back a day, I suddenly had a whole other day to work with in my schedule that I can't really slide something into. If you remember, I started this game on easy because I thought it was going to be Tuesday. And then I found out it was going to be Wednesday, and people are like, why don't you just play on hard? I'm like, you know what? You're right. So, that's why I played it on hard, because I had time. And yeah, Warcraft 3 doesn't come out for another 4.5 hours? Okay, so I've been looking down the list. Yeah, I played JFL on hard, and I played this on hard. I've been scrolling down the list of my pluses and minuses here. So I was kind of building up to another gameplay negative there, which so hang on, let's line this up. So we're actually here. Whoops. On gameplay positives. Oh no, people, well, actually, no, that's actually a really good point, Otherlore. It's probably trolls. That's probably true. I doubt most people who say that I suck at games actually mean it. Which, admittedly, it's always kind of a judgment call. So here's where we're at right now. Plus 10, plus 11, minus 4. Actually, more accurately, plus 10 blank, plus 11, minus 4. I couldn't think of any story negatives. What do you guys think? Because I couldn't think of anything where the story just didn't work or didn't fit for me, either in terms of voice acting or animation or set piecing or, you know, whatever. I mean, this actually did arguably a better job than the original Half-Life because it showed more of what was happening on camera, so we have a little better idea of what the hell's going on. Whereas in Half-Life 1, we needed a lore run to really understand that. Thank you, Zydroid. Yeah, it's a relatively simple story, but it's very well told. You notice most of those pluses are for how it's told, not the story itself. Like audio design, doodad placement, pacing of events, atmosphere, graphics direction, visual continuity, all of this stuff, the Zen audio and visual presentation, all of this is just the way the story is being presented. 7 of those pluses are about presentation. I feel you on that, Max Time. I actually have Pax, a good friend of mine, obviously, for those of you who've never heard me say his name 700,000 times. He hates FPSs, can't stand them, and a bit of issues there, too. So, he's never played through Half-Life because, you know, Yes, they are Shadow Machine. That actually happened last week or the week before. So yeah, I can't think of any actual negatives to story. Gameplay-wise, I've been looking over the gameplay stuff here, and my negatives so far are the waste processing section in its entirety, which I stand by the way. The geometry issues, which were basically across the board, but were the worst when it came to the Gonarch fight. The flashlight problem, the lazy difficulty, the inconsistent use of music direction, one of my biggest complaints about the game. The Gonarch fight, we already talked about that. That 360 assault with no indicators of recovery, which is the only part about that I didn't like. Crash and soft lock issues, and of course, some memorization and level design. Other than that, I couldn't think of any big negatives. But this is why I kind of ask you guys at the end here to make sure we don't miss anything. I mean, I did forget to give 2 positive to FF6, so... I don't think I gave a positive for music. Let me look here. I didn't... No, I did. I did actually give a positive for music. Never mind. It's an aggregate, because, I mean, there's not that many songs. Yeah, it's hard to... It's not a full positive. But anyways... The final boss was fun. I liked the final boss. You know how much I liked the final boss? I gave him part of an aggregate positive. Which I should probably label as aggregate, since it is an aggregate. How does this rank with the other Half-Life games? Ooh. It's actually a tough question. I do think this is better than Half-Life 1. In my opinion. I know that's kind of... there are ways in which Half-Life 1 is superior to this game, but I do think on the whole, in a net perspective, I do think this would qualify as a net, as a superior version of Half-Life 1. It's hard to compare this alongside Half-Life 2. I've never reviewed Half-Life 2, so I can't answer that. Same with Episode 1, same with Episode 2, same with Opposing Forces, same with Blue Shift. So I don't know for the rest of them would be my answer to you killing you. Now, something I'm debating is whether or not this game qualifies for unskippable cutscenes negative. Because remember, that's not a binary thing, as we've discussed a few thousand times at this point in history. There's a lot of gradient when it comes to whether or not something deserves such a negative. But I'm trying to think, because it comes down to how egregious the cutscenes are, how long they are, how often you have to push through them, etc., etc. And most of the unskippable cutscenes in this game really seem front-loaded. Most of the ones that happen after the fact are either very quick or, are actually skippable. It's also entirely in gameplay cutscenes. That's why I'm kind of debating here. For example, to use another parallel here, Half-Life 2 would absolutely qualify for a negative to unskippable cutscenes, because there are many of them, and unless you're using speedrunner tricks, you can't do anything about it. You just sit there and wait for them to finish chatting at you. So that would absolutely qualify for a negative. But this one, I don't know. What do you guys think? So far, only Max Time has responded to me here, and Nero's house. You can't even shoot him. It's terrible. What's a cutscene if you can't shoot people? Actually, I could shoot quite a few people in cutscenes, so never mind. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Not you guys. I'm sorry. I'm just going through my spam really quick here. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Never heard of it, comma, but I'm glad for her, period. I'm guessing she's going for programming and design, question mark. Yeah, the lighting is one of my things I think the original game does better, pretty much across the board, Peon. I would absolutely agree with you on that. And yeah, that's Lore Mom. Yeah, the lack of health bars on bosses, that's always an irritant to me. I actually think I agree, but we already have a partially full gameplay negative aggregate. I'm going to go ahead and fill that up with the lack of... It's not just lack of health bars, it's kind of lack of indicators in general, right? Like, the Gonarch fight is ultimately the best example of that. Alright. Am I hurting it? I mean, there's a green splash, and occasionally I hear a sound effect. Am I doing anything? Like, I was thinking that on the Nihilith fight, too. Until he finally started pulling up the crystals, I was like, is he... Like, lack of any indicator that you're doing something is probably not a good gameplay design. You mean the MP3s, Slim Jim Reborn? Yeah, the flashlight's awful. I don't know if you guys were actually paying attention. I literally had the flashlight on about 90% of the run. I started forgetting it was on. Because it just kind of became the default, you know, it was basically mandatory. I'm very mundane and down to earth. I've always thought that the G-Man is literally just a dimensional hopper who happens to, you know, work as a I can't think of the term. Someone who hires out other people's services for whoever the highest bidder is. It's like the in-betweeny of a mercenary. I can't think of the frickin' term for that. Oh, that's surprising, period. Well, again, I'm glad for her, period. What are your plans for the day? Question mark. Fixer is what I was thinking of, but yeah, middleman qualifies, headhunter qualifies. Whether he was a human or not is, in my opinion, honestly kind of irrelevant, but I don't think he's some super powerful person. In fact, honestly, I would imagine most of the time he's not physically interacting with us at all. He's just going bzzz. And that would explain a lot about how he interacts with what as he's wandering around. It also would explain how he kind of, you know, is able to jump in and effectively seemingly freeze time and walk on space and teleport us into a thing and blah, 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 blah. It would also explain how the Vortigaunts are able to interrupt him from interacting with us, which is a thing too. Because all they have to do is prevent him from reaching us. You'll notice there's actually a bit where the Vortigaunts are distracted, and that's the moment he chooses to jump in and be like, hi, during episode 2, I think that was. It was episode 1 or 2, I forget which. But anyways. I think that's it. I think that's everything. So that leaves us with a net plus 10 and plus 7, which is good. That's really good. That's a really good score for a video game. And if I'm being completely blunt, that is better than I thought it would be for this one. Whoops. What was the name of that one section? Waste processing. So, no, that's not true. That's not true. Hang on. Rewind. I completely forgot until Kemek just reminded me. So, Takoida posited something, and we debated it a bit, and we didn't really come to a definitive answer. Proper remakes... I really like this idea, because in a way it's kind of just using the system to exemplify the work and effort that goes into a proper remake. So we're going to go ahead, I think, and do this and this. Plus for proper remake. Plus for proper remake. One to both sides of the equation. And I know that we've debated that back and forth, but I do like that idea, and I do stand by it, so... This does mean I'm going to have to go back and give a couple of other games those additional positives. But yeah, and yeah, we haven't actually reviewed Tactics Ogre, so we'll have to debate that when we get there. But yeah, so that actually makes it a plus 11 plus 8. Which, again, I stand by. That's all I got. I'm going to chop off the local recording.